Hello to all you beautiful souls. Today's reading is the twin flame readings for the general collective energies, the divine feminines and the divine masculines. Today I haven't picked out my cards already and I will be reading the cards as I pick them out. This will be the divine feminines and this will be the divine masculines. And in between we'll pick out the union messages. If you want a personal reading and if this resonates with you, you can check the details down below. I post daily readings on my Instagram channel if you're interested. Starting with the divine feminines, connecting with the divine feminines collective energies. What is she feeling right now? What is she going through? Ace of Swords reversed. So we feel that the divine feminine feels a lot more, she feels very strong, she feels very righteous, she feels like she is in line with herself. But there is something that is putting her off, that's probably the divine masculine, and because of the energies that he is showing to her, she's feeling a little bit, imbalanced. But she knows that he's going to come to her at some point. She knows that she needs to go within herself and more into herself to actually move forward. But the fact that there is probably a separation or not a lot of communication between the divine feminine and the masculine, that she's feeling this slight imbalance. So as I said, we have the Temperance card. She is waiting for the divine masculine to have some kind of a connection or communication with her. She is waiting for the divine masculine to communicate to her. She knows that it is going to happen soon, but she also has a little bit of doubt about whether it's going to happen or not. Her intuition is very high at this point and she knows that this is something, but somewhere something is making her doubt this, and that's where this imbalance comes into picture, that little bit of doubt causing the imbalance. But otherwise she's going in tune with herself, she's learning a lot more about herself, and her thoughts are going all over the place. She is really learning a lot of things on her own. And we have the Star. There's a kind of a new energy that is forming around her. As I said, she's learning a lot of new things and a lot of new thoughts coming into her mind, a lot of new energies coming towards her, and this is purifying her body and healing her and helping her grow. So all this is because of the divine masculine's detachment. Even if he is feeling attached towards her, there is some sort of detachment that he's showing towards her, which is making her go more within herself. What else do we need to know about the divine feminine energies? Okay, so here we have the Ten of Pentacles. She has a lot of social communication happening lately, a lot of new and happy energies that she's finding. She's finding another part of herself that she probably hasn't seen before. She is finding it hard to be in this energy, but at the same time she is just living with the energy and trying to find out who she is being. Even though she feels like she is herself, she feels that somewhere she has this change. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of, maybe she was a person who always enjoyed a lesser company or company, her own company. Even though she still enjoys her own company, she has a lot of social communication that is happening. She's connecting with a lot of people and she's finding it more easier to talk to them, and she's finding it weird that, okay, why am I able to talk? And she's learning about that energy. And this could also be in line with her career, and there's some kind of financial matters coming towards her because of this social interaction. So it could be a career path that is also causing the social interaction to increase. And then we have the Page of Swords. As I said, she's coming into her true self. She's really finding herself. She's finding so many aspects of herself that she never knew before. At the same time, she's finding a lot of new aspects of about the divine masculine. Even if he isn't in communication, or he isn't really, they are in separation, she's still finding a new thing within himself. She's looking at him from a very different view, and she's just like, oh, okay, so this is also him. But actually, this is just a reflection of each other that they are seeing. They're seeing different sides of themselves at this point. One last message for the divine feminine, if there is any. So she's, as I said, she's really waiting for the divine masculine to approach her, and she feels like he just might. She always goes into a good energy and then a bad energy. Not a bad energy exactly, but she feels like attachment and detachment, attachment and detachment. She sees a lot of signs telling her that he wants to be in union with her, but then she also sees a lot of logical and physical aspects that tell her that he doesn't. Or she keeps hearing about him, or seeing things, or maybe social media, or somewhere she just gets these energies that he's detaching away. But at the same time, she knows that there is a very spiritual attachment with this divine masculine. The person she's thinking about, the person you are thinking about, yes, that is your divine masculine. So she's wondering what to do about this. She doesn't know which energy to stick with. She knows she has to stick with the positive energy, but there are so many things that tell her that he is detaching away. But then again, she sees so many things that are telling her that this is a union meant for better things. So she's just, come back to the Ace of Swords reversed, finding that little bit of imbalance there. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Contradicting the entire thing, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, and then we have the Ace of Cups, which means that this union is happening and she needs to really let it happen. Let it, like a lot of things need to heal. She's going within herself because of the separation, or because of this non communication period, or whatever that is going on with her and the divine masculine. So it is coming, and she needs to be patient. She needs to allow herself to go within herself, so that at some point she finds this new energy, and she really looks up to this energy. Coming to the divine masculine's energy space, what are the divine masculines feeling at this moment? What do we need to know about the divine masculines? Have the divine masculines any messages for the divine feminines? Or do the divine masculines want to know in what space they are in? What space are they in? What space are the divine masculines in at present? Okay, so for the divine masculines, we have integration and receptivity. So they're having a lot of thoughts. Maybe they're also having a lot of people in their mind. Um, they're having a lot of, what do you say? They see a lot of options. Like, suppose they know that this divine feminine is the divine feminine, and there is a special bond that they have with this divine feminine. They know that they have this special bond, and they know that this is a very spiritual connection, but they also have a lot of other things that they are thinking about. Maybe it's different people, maybe it's different passions, different choices that they have in the mind. But they know that in the end, this twin flame connection is what is bringing them together, is what is giving them all of these thoughts and energy to come to begin with. So we have the fire sign and the water sign here. So mostly I feel like um, the twin flame connection is happening between a fire sign and a water sign. So we have the yin and the yang, the fire sign, the water sign, the sun and the moon, and all the colors coming together to form the twin flame union. I feel like they want this union to happen, and they want to communicate to the divine feminine, but before that they need to integrate all these thoughts, bring all these thoughts together and put it in one place, so they understand what is exactly going on with themselves, so that after they know what is going on with themselves, they can move on. They're trying to be more receptive to this energy. Maybe there is something new that is happening between this connection, and they aren't exactly stable. Neither is the divine feminine. She's finding some sort of imbalance slightly. So maybe not maybe, the divine masculine is also feeling this, and he is trying to be more receptive to this energy and more accepting to this new energy that is coming towards him from the divine feminine. We have letting go. So he's letting go of the past, letting go of, like, suppose if there is any kind of mishaps that have happened in the past with the divine feminine, he's letting go of them. If he's had any karmic partners who he knows that serve him no purpose, he wants to let go of them. As I said, these external thoughts, he's wanting to let go of these external thoughts and come closer to union with the divine feminine. But he is still integrating his thoughts and finding his space and trying to be more receptive to this energy, and then slowly starting to let go. So basically, the divine masculine is really healing himself, and he wants this union as much as the divine feminine. And for that, he is integrating his thoughts, he is bringing them all together so that he can finally be in union with the divine feminine. So he wants some alone time. If you see that this divine masculine is not spending time with you, or is in separation with you, or is not in connection with you, the divine feminines, that means that the divine masculine is taking time to himself. I see the number 9 here. So he is finding his path. As I said, he's integrating his thoughts and he's finding his way towards the divine feminine, and he's really working towards this. He wants to heal himself first, and to integrate these thoughts, to increase the receptivity, to allow himself to let go. He really wants to be alone and just let this happen on its own, in its own time. His awareness is really increasing. If you see all these cards, the integration of thoughts, the receptivity, the letting go, and the aloneness, the hermit kind of stage that he's feeling, is because of this awareness. This awareness is probably coming from the divine feminine. The divine feminine is triggering these awareness thoughts into the divine masculine. So I see this number 7 here and the number 9. So it's causing a lot of receptivity, a lot of awareness in the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine. Maybe they are not able to communicate to each other, even though they really want to communicate to each other. They really want to find a balance between each other, but they are still waiting for the right movement. And it's not that they are waiting for the right moment. The right time, the right moment will automatically come on its own. And we have the last card for the divine masculine. There are probably some kind of politics maybe within his mind, or maybe there's some kind of karmic partner in his life who is not letting this union happen, and he doesn't know how to let go of these karmic things and material things to allow all of this to happen. So this is the only thing that is causing him this major imbalance. He's putting up a facade in front of him, and he's not able to come to his true self, which is why this awareness is coming towards him, because he's trying to remove this mask away from him. He's trying to remove this deceptiveness away from him, to push it all away and come into this receptive energy, awareness energy. Coming to the union thoughts here. What do we know? What do we want to know about the twin flame union? So we have the devil here. There is some kind of imbalance. There's some kind of, unsurety within this union. The divine masculine and the divine feminine are going through very different stages. I feel like there's a lot of confusion. If you see the cards just falling out, and they are not able to choose the right cards for the reading, and so there's a lot of confusion going on in the minds and the thoughts of the divine feminine and divine masculine. Unwanted thoughts, unwanted scenarios being formed in your mind. You need to really let them go, because they serve you absolutely no purpose. But in the end, it is coming towards a better space. So we have the Three of Swords here. As I said before, there's a lot of confusion in this union as of now. There's a lot of separation, I can see. Separation, no communication. Maybe you're probably in that stage as of now. So the divine feminines feel this separation, and it is making them making them go more into themselves and find themselves out. Whereas the divine masculines are also, they're working on expanding their awareness and letting go of any karmic relationships that they feel serve them absolutely no purpose. What else do we need to know about this union? Again, I would say that there's a lot of filling of cups to do. There's a lot of deceptivity, or this separation is causing a lot of doubt within this union, but this union is happening, and you need to trust it. If you see this card here, we have the union. We have two pentacles being balanced, and we have a lot of colors coming in, which means the union is going to come in a very big light. So in this coming month, the September month, we have a lot of progress happening, the healing, the separation and the miscommunication, the no communication, is going to come toward to a union. So probably by the end of September or the beginning of October, you're coming even more closer to union, or closer to communication rather, I should say. So if you see me stammering or not finding the right words, it's probably because I'm feeling the energy of communication. And as soon as the card of union came, my talking is a lot more clear, and I know exactly what to say. So we have the Seven of Wands here. We have this number 7 repeating again. So this flame here, the twin flame, is really coming, and it is going to come really in a really big light, and you need to allow it to happen. So this devil is also igniting the fire right from the bottom all the way till the top. So we're waiting for the union to come towards the top. We have the Daughter of Swords here, which I see signifies the divine feminine to me. So she is really fighting for this union. She's going more in towards herself and working on healing herself, which is what is causing this union to move faster. And the awareness and receptivity of the divine masculine is also adding to this union. We have the Three of Cups. As I said, there's a lot of filling of cups to do. So I feel like there's a third party here. There is some kind of karmic partner in either divine feminine's or the divine masculine's life, who is either being let go or helping them heal. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles here. There are a lot of 7 numbers. I just looked at the camera and I saw the number 11. So I feel like it's a very spiritual communication that is happening here, a very balanced thing that is happening between the divine feminines and the divine masculines. If you see this, and the horizontal lines and the vertical lines signifying this union, signifying that the union is coming closer and closer. A lot of pentacles happening, a lot of financial matters also being dealt with. This is within the divine feminine and the divine masculines. We have the Son of Swords here. This was the Daughter of Swords. And the Son of Swords, I feel, is the divine masculine. I feel like he's really, really diving deep, and he's really wanting to let go of these karmic partners, and he really wants to dive in deep within himself, and he's feeling the reflection of the divine feminine as she moves into herself. He is also starting to gain this awareness and move towards himself. We have the Father of Swords. So as I said, I feel like there is some kind of a karmic energy that is coming, and the divine masculine is feeling really protective of himself, and he doesn't want to mess things up, and he's really in this energy that, I want to protect myself, I want to protect the divine feminine, but he doesn't know what to do, so he's just there guarding himself and guarding all his thoughts and not allowing them to leave as of now. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles here. So the union again. So everything is coming together to form this union, and the healing is going and progressing in a lot of new levels. It is moving further and further and further, and the divine feminines and the divine masculines are feeling this really, really strong energy within themselves. They also feel the divine feminines feel the divine masculines, and the divine feminine masculines really feel the divine feminines. So we have the number 7 again here, the Chariot, which is also a pentacle here, and then we have the moon, and then we have the sun, which is again symbolizing this union energy. I feel like both of them, the divine feminines and divine masculine, come together to form a really, really strong energy. They form this universe together. They are stronger than the entire universe's energy together, and they know it. This union is really, really strong. When they come together, they form this portal which opens to an entire new dimension, and they're probably not even aware of it yet. But when they come together, they feel this really, really weird energy, and they don't know that they are feeling this energy. But as they start feeling it, they go closer to union, and they go closer to healing as well. This healing is going to be very strong, and soon they're going to be healing each other together in each other's presence. I feel like both of you are really waiting for this energy to come closer. I really hope it happens soon. For the divine feminines and the divine masculines, the energy is so absolutely strong. My hand is actually shivering, and I'm just, if I stopped talking for a while because the energy was so strong, I could just feel it. I don't know if you can see the card shaking, but my entire hand is right now vibrating very strongly. And this portal is really, really strong. So when you guys come together, you would have reached another level of healing entirely, and which is the reason why this separation and all is taking so long is because you guys are coming to this really, really strong energy, and you should really know that this energy is really strong. I hope you all really enjoyed this reading, and I hope this means something to you, because for me it resonated a lot with my twin flame path as of now. So if you all want me to talk about my own twin flame path, I am open to do that. So you can mention it in the comments down below, and I will talk about my own twin flame path, and you guys can talk about yours. I am starting a separate twin flame community on WhatsApp, a WhatsApp group for a twin flame community where I will be updating all my daily readings and all my weekly readings and monthly readings. I will be putting them up there, and people are open to share their individual twin flame journeys, either anonymously or by revealing their name. So you can check all the details down below in the description box. They'll also be on the screen. Hopefully I'll figure out how to put it there. Okay, so thank you all for watching this video. If you want a private reading, you can check the details down below. Thank you all. Namaste. Lots of love and light to you all.